Myself Ekber Zahid, and you are watching Arsh News. Let us proceed to Gaza's situation. Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi on Monday accused the United States of encouraging Israel to kill and carry out cruel acts against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. Gunmen from the Palestinian Islamist group Hamas stormed across Gaza's border with Israel on October 7, killing about 1,400 people, mostly civilians, and taking over 240 hostages, according to Israeli officials. Since then, Israel has relentlessly bombarded Gaza and sent in ground troops, with the health ministry in the Hamas-run territory saying more than 9,700 people have been killed, also mainly civilians. The aid from the United States to the Zionist regime, Israel, is encouraging them to kill and commit cruel acts of neglect against the Palestinian people, Raisi said at a joint news conference in Tehran with visiting Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. We believe that the bombings must stop as soon as possible, that a ceasefire must be declared immediately and that aid be provided to the oppressed and proud people of Gaza, Raisi said. Iraq is close to Iran, and neither Baghdad nor Tehran recognizes the State of Israel. In a strong condemnation of the ongoing Israel-Hamas war, former U.S. President Barack Obama has said that the conflict is the century-old stuff that has now come to the fore and blamed social media for amplifying the divisions, according to the New York Times. What Hamas did was horrific, and there's no justification for it, Obama said, adding, and what is also true is that the occupation and what's happening to Palestinians is unbearable. And what is also true is that there is a history of the Jewish people that may be dismissed unless your grandparents, your great-grandparents, or your uncle or your aunt tell you stories about the madness of anti-Semitism. And what is true is that there are people right now who are dying, who have nothing to do with what Hamas did, the former U.S. president said, according to the New York Times. Even what I just said, which sounds very persuasive, still doesn't answer the fact that all are. He noted that calls for a ceasefire between Israel and Gaza are calls for Israel to surrender to Hamas. While addressing a press briefing, Netanyahu had said, "I want to make clear Israel's position regarding the ceasefire. Just as the United States would not agree to a ceasefire after the bombing of Pearl Harbor or after the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Israel will not agree to a cessation of hostilities after the horrific attacks of October 7. That's all for today. We'll meet you in the next news bulletin. Goodbye.